Okay, to get the slip-on off is also pretty painless. A couple of 7/16 of the clamps. 11mm also works. You just get those nice and loose. They'll slip all the way down past the little slits. I get these off first. Get these nice and loose. Ready to go. Don't want anything to give me any trouble as I'm coming down on it. So, and then you need a 6mm Allen. First thing you want to do is loosen up the peg just a little bit right up here, so that the whole deal will come off, and this bolt has to come all the way up. It's probably a good idea to put a touch of anti-seize on these fasteners when you put them back in, because you're going into aluminum and it can gall from the galvanic corrosion of two dissimilar metals. And that's about it. Once you get this bolt out, alright, there's the bolt. Now it's just a matter of gently getting the whole assembly to drop down. This is trapped in here. What you really want is you want a little bit of downforce without too much downforce on the pipe. Where I generally give it a little love tap is with a dead blow and a flat bladed screwdriver right on the flange. Be gentle about it. You'll notice, see how it's starting to come off? Rather than hitting the pipe, smacking things around, much better for you to just give it a couple of gentle love taps, and that's it. That's all it takes. Okay, to repack, all you really need to do is drill out the rivets here, 6 rivets, and pull off the end cap. That's really all you need to do. But because I'm going to be doing a few other things, I wanted to clean it up a little bit better than it is. I'll show you one of the little tricks here. This billet clamp, you put a wedge in it so you don't scratch your tank, the can, and you get it right off. Just pry it out. Just a razor knife. And then, because this is a little cumbersome with this pipe on it, just to make it a little bit easier for me to deal with, got a, what socket is it? It is a 5mm to take this end off. Okay. Biggie. Don't want to go crazy on the torquing of these because it's aluminum. You might even want to use a little removable type Loctite rather than over torquing. Nothing to it. Take out the 4 bolts from the aluminum end caps. Again, they're stainless, so stainless and aluminum don't like each other too much. Loctite kind of helps a little bit with the corrosion factor. And this will just make it easier for me to flip the can around without this 2-into-1 pipe, merge pipe, getting in my way. Pop that off and I'll show you what's inside the end of it. There's a center tube with perforations in it. That's what lets the sound waves go into it. And this is kind of a neat feature of the Barker. It's a reverse megaphone. Classic pea shooter type, but then it goes into a silencer. It has a nice effect on the waves. And then what you got is your can, which is quite light. Okay, and you can see the condition of your packing pretty much from the inside. There's still plenty of this packing left. I might be repacking a little too soon, but I was finding that the reverse megaphone puts a little bevel on this, and after a while, this is very light, but it shakes, and anything that shakes or vibrates is going to create fretting and wear and stress. So I thought, why not replace this too? But I think that's pretty nifty how they did that, huh? How they made that tube. That is pretty cool. Alright, I'll show you a little bit more in a second. One of the reasons I'm taking everything apart is because I kind of want to make it look prettier. I'm going to do a little repairing of the sandblasting. You can see going down the road that the front wheel has been kicking up a lot of sand and rock from my mile-and-a-quarter dirt drive I drive up and down every couple days. So it's really beating that up. I'm going to give that a little touch up, and you can see that the can is looking a little worse for wear, so I decided to polish that up. And I made this dent on purpose. This is to make clearance for the case of the motorcycle. I noticed it was touching there just a little bit. That's about it. There it comes. There it goes. There we got it now. Oh my gosh, what a tight fit, huh? What a beautiful thing. Look at this lovely piece of work that they made here. And the tube fits around that so it doesn't shake and rattle. That's a beautiful thing. I don't think we damaged anything. And you can kind of see the condition of the pack now. Get the packing out. You can see it's all burnt, tore up. Okay, look inside and see the rest of it. So before I repack, I'm going to clean all this up and make it look beautiful. And then I'll show you the repacking process, which is really not that complex. Barker sends you a nice kit for 20 bucks. For an extra 15, you can get a tube. It's no biggie. I said I'd show you these aluminum cans like this, clean up real nice. This is a gray Scotch-Brite type pad. Get it at Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever. And it makes the nice polished marks, just keep working it only in one direction. Follow the original marks, and it just makes it look beautiful. I'll just show you how quick it cleans up. I'm not going to go for the whole process right now on camera, but I'll just give you an idea. I don't mind that little scum mark being there because it's going to help me find my location of my bracket again easily. Okay. Brings it back to almost new as compared to dull and oxidized. No biggie. Make sure you wipe all your fingerprints off before you fire it up, or it'll leave them on there forever. I thought I'd show you what you get from Barker. First of all, you don't have to screw around with touching a bunch of fiberglass. You get this wonderful pillow that you wrap around the tube. Now, let me show you the new tube. Here's the old tube. Here's the new tube. I'm going to line them up at this end, and you can see that the new tube is about 3/16 of an inch longer, which is perfect because then it'll crush. And you place the tube in here, right? You just get it pretty much end for end. You push it down into the pillow. You push the pillow around it. You push this around it, and then you tape it with this special tape. Okay? I'm going to have to fiddle with it a little bit to get it the way I want, but I just want to show you how simple that is. And then they give you 6 new stainless rivets with special ends that plug the ends. These aren't regular rivets where you pop it and then there's a hole all the way through that could blow gas out. These are solid ends, so they're a little different. And then that just slides in the can. And as you can see, the can's looking pretty shiny, so we'll have a new exhaust in no time. It's easier than I thought to do this. You just press it down into the material and roll it, and then it sticks itself. Very nice. Here's the package. Okay, so you can see how it looks now. Okay, and I'm going to try and get this inserted in the can. We'll just see how easy that is. Should be pretty simple. I might have, should have, possibly could have packed it a little tighter, and then it would just expand after it was in there. But I think it's going to slide right in. I really like how Barker did this. This is so cool for the the end user. 10,000 miles later, you might want 5,000, 10,000 miles, you might want to repack. And there they have this wonderful setup where you don't even have to touch the fiberglass. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I probably could have maybe squeezed it a little tighter, because I'm sure the tape comes undone the minute you get some heat going in there. But it is going in. It's kind of like trying to put chorizo back in the sausage skin, but it's working. Hopefully, like chorizo, it won't come squirting out the minute you bend over. Okay, there we go. Woohoo! It's a beautiful thing. Okay, I had to work this out because this thing is really out of oval. Here you can see here's the oval cap, and you can see I've got to come in almost a ½ inch. So the packing squished it out. Now I've already got the other end pretty well where I want it secured. This one looks like it needs to go a little that way. Who'da thunk it, huh? Ah, we're getting very close now. Okay, let's push that pillow back a little bit so I don't hit it. Now this way, see, I can get make sure this thing is gonna do what I want it to. Because as you can see, this goes around it. Goes around it like this. So that's what you want here. Which means if I can get it to go, ooh, it's close. It's not quite where it wants to be yet. But it's close. This is what I want to make sure. It's terrible when you're an old blind carpenter and you got to take your glasses off to see everything in it. It's a fucking sad state of affairs. Here we go. A couple love taps. And we've got the muffler back together. Now it's just a matter of putting in the rivets. But as you can see, I used pieces of wood and a rag and everything. I didn't want to scratch the can up. But now that's it. Now let's put the rivets in and reinstall. Okay, if you thought putting this thing in a clamp and hammering the end in was fun, these stainless steel rivets will give you forearms like Popeye the Sailor Man by the time you're done. They are seriously hard to crank down with a little winky-dinky pop rivet gun. Once I get about that far, I have to go against the table, get the last couple cranks, and then when you're about ready to pop it, there you have it. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, repacked Barker, ready for another 10,000. Time to go riding. Almost. A little sound check on the repacked Barker. Got a 1 1/4 inch quiet core, 1 1/2, whatever they sent me. Repack. I think that's pretty reasonable. You can hear my voice over it at least, right? Sounds crisp.